Hello. Hey, everybody. It has been way too long. Still trying to get set up here. Just one second. Ended up rushing home from work. And I got to make sure that my volume on my iPad is down. There we go. Mia, can you? All right. Mia wants to make her appearance. She always wants to make an appearance. You haven't been on a live stream in forever either. All right. Let me do my thing, Mia, and then I'll bring you up on. Yeah, we'll bring you up. Okay. Hold on. All right. Where are we here? We're here. Now I've got my chat. And I can see that. Hooray. Perfect. We'll just pop that up there and make that easy. And Mia, come here. Come here. Oh my goodness, look at this girl. Oh. There's the Mimi. Look at her. She's an old lady now. Oh my goodness. Still just the biggest love bug. And just wants her lovin's all the time. Huh. She very much likes being a farm dog. She enjoys it quite a lot. Huh. Good girl. That's my good girl. Ugh. Okay, let's see if I can reposition this camera. The light isn't great. All right, we got 7 people. Okay, we've got Rochelle at Brampton Gardner. Yay. We got Rick from Welcome to My Cape Cod Life. Yay. And we got Christine from Chanel Homestead. Hello. So yeah, it's time to talk seeds because the holidays are over, right? It's January now. It's Christmas is done, New Year's is done. Now it's time for seeds and time for gardening and all that good jazz. Okay, Mia, I'm going to ask you to move away so that I can bring out the case. Look out, puppy. Look out, puppy. Go on. There we go. She's going to go lay down at the end of the bed. Actually, before we get into seeds and all that fun jazz, let's see. I want to apologize to all my people that usually watch on Facebook and are now here watching on YouTube. StreamYard used to allow you for free to stream to do two different places, 2 different platforms. That is no longer a free thing, and the price for it is stupidly expensive, and so I'm not going to do that. I don't go live enough, and I don't sit there going, hey, send me super chats, give me stickers, like all that time. I mean, you can. If anybody wants to send me a super chat, if anybody wants to do a sticker or whatever, go ahead and do that. That's cool. Every little bit helps, but I'm not going to be like, hey, so I'm not going to worry about all of that. So it's not worth it to pay for a service that I'm just not really going to use. Okay. I will show you some things because you guys haven't seen inside the house for forever. It's cluttered in here right now because I don't have any storage for things, but check it out. We have heat. We have the pellet stove. This window here that I've got to get a better closure for. I've got to get some foam board and all of that so I can close that up. That's where the wood stove is, in a little alcove room off the back of the house. And that's where the heat was coming through, being blown in by a box fan for forever. Over here, this used to be a shelving unit that was just kind of bad. It was dirty and half broken and all of that. Well, now it is cabinets and a countertop. I have to paint them. I haven't painted them yet, but only because I want to make sure that I've got all the cabinets at once so that I'm painting it all with the same lot of paint because I don't want the colors to maybe just not match up right. Oh, let's get comfy again. Mia, go. That's not your seat. Go on. Good girl. So yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, I gotta get comfy again. All right, I just want to check in over on Facebook and just let people know that it's YouTube, not Facebook this time. Because I use, like I said, I'll stream to both platforms at once, but can't really do that now. So, let's swap that over. Go take a look. Make sure people know where I am. All right. So who's already planning their garden? Hold on. I'm going to edit this. It's not letting me I'm just not going to bother. Okay. We'll forget that. All right, so Rick's starting to plan his garden, not plant it. Rick's still harvesting from his garden in the middle of, or at the beginning of January. All right, so here's a little bit of catch up for people who weren't. Rochelle's just glad she can't see my breath. It's actually warm enough in here right now that I'm kind of thinking maybe I don't need this sweater. So I may go over and turn it down just a little bit, but it's pretty cozy in here. It's very, very nice. Let's see. I want to say it's like 68, which with just the wood stove, we were averaging like 55. So 68 it's almost feeling sweaty. So a little catch up for people who haven't, I haven't done a live in a while. So not much got done here in the house this year because the flooring was in. Mostly it's just been I've been working and taking care of animals and working and taking care of animals. And then we did get the pellet stove in, which is fantastic. I've started to work on the kitchen. Now that the pellet stove is in, I can really go to town on that and finally get plumbing in the kitchen. That's going to be pretty great. Let's see. I'm going to pull this. Rochelle thinks that Restream allows you to do YouTube and Facebook. Well, I will check them out because I was very miffed at StreamYard for offering me a $10 paid plan with some very basic things that I needed and not all the frou-frou stuff. And then the very next month, they charged me $44.99 for the full plan. Basically, they decided that they weren't going to offer those other plans or even the $25 medium plan, and they were just going to go to this advanced plan. And now I think it's like $70, and no, it's insane. It's insane. Carolyn! Hi, Carolyn! Hello! Hi! Oh my goodness. All my friends. I missed you guys. I haven't done a YouTube live in forever. Yeah, so StreamYard, I did get my money back. I did. I emailed them. I yelled and, all caps a little bit. I'm like, excuse me, I did not authorize that. I authorized a $10 plan. You do not get to just arbitrarily change that. A lot of people were really mad. A lot of people were mad. Oh, Rochelle, you got snow today? No snow. Yeah, so we were plugging along pretty well, making some good progress, getting ready to put the stove in, all this stuff. And then at the beginning of December, I got into a car accident. I was rear-ended. I was at a full stop with a tractor trailer across the road in front of me, and they were, maneuvering in and out to make their left-hand turn. Half a mile of straight visibility behind me. And so I'm just sitting there waiting, my headlights lighting up the big giant white truck in front of me. And then bam, the person did not try to stop. They did not apply the brakes, just straight into me, 40 to 50 miles an hour. And so my car is now totaled. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. Like, everybody was fine. I mean, I messed up my wrist a bit, and it's still pretty sore, and my back. So I'm in about 6 weeks of physical therapy to see if we can make that better. But my poor car, my Bolt, that has been with me for the last 4 years and has transported so much stuff, from everything for this house, from flooring to stoves. Let's see, flooring, stoves, untold numbers of pallets, the bathroom vanity. I mean, it's fencing. There's just been, hey, David Gray. Hello. See, all my old friends are coming back. Hi, guys. Yeah, so that car has been with me through a lot, and now it's gone. She's totaled. They did $14,000 of damage to my vehicle. But I'm waiting for the check for the vehicle right now, and I'm buying a truck. Like, I need a truck so badly. It's going to change so many things. I've got like this whole list of things that I'm going to be able to do now. So kind of blessing in disguise. Dave's here to win some giveaways. Unfortunately, I have no giveaways tonight. I'm working on a couple of things. I have a couple of sponsorships that I'm working on right now that are going to be some good things for you guys to win. We're talking like, I don't know if I can say these things yet. I don't think I can say these things yet. I'm going to keep them under my hat, but there's some good stuff. I'm working on sponsorships, and kind of I got this idea from Lisa over at Yogi Hollow that when she did some sponsorships, or a big sponsorship last year, not a big one, but like they gave her a big product. She goes, okay, well, I want one for me to try. And I also want you to give one as a giveaway to my followers. And that was, I think, with Vegega, I don't know, the metal raised beds. And so she got a raised bed to try. They gave another raised bed for as something, as a giveaway. And lo and behold, they have since reached out to me too. So I will say that is one. So Vegega, whatever it is, I will figure out the correct pronunciation of the product before I start testing it. Yeah. Hey, Grammy's Greenhouse. Hello. Yeah. So that's going to be one of the giveaways. We're working on that right now. Is that I'm going to try one of their metal beds. I'm going to compare it to my Oli bed, and we'll see which one is maybe the better product, or how they compare and contrast, because the Oli bed's pretty great. I'm pretty sure that these beds aren't going to be that different, but I'd be interested to see how well they hold up, how the thickness of the walls, the different setups, all of that. So it'll be interesting to compare them, but I should be getting one for me, and I will have one to give away for you guys. So that's going to be coming up, and I'm working that same deal with a couple other sponsors, and we'll see what their responses are in the next few weeks as we get all of that set up. One of them is a very well-known name to you guys, and so I expect a lot of people will be in on that. Unfortunately, it's going to be limited to people who live in the lower 48. And I know Rochelle's thinking exactly what I'm thinking is the 2 times, not once, but twice that she has won a green stalk from various giveaways. And there it is, for Pete's sake. Oh, for Pete's sake, she's like, nope. So, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Twice that she's won a green stalk and hasn't been able to get it because they're in Canada. Oh, they ship to you now? They ship to Canada now. How is the shipping cost to Canada, though? That's my question. I will. Okay, I'm trying to get green stock to give me one to give away to you guys. I'll just put it right out there. So hopefully a raised bed, a green stock, and a couple other products. Oh, it's like $100. Okay, I don't know if they're going to eat that. It might just have to be a lower 48. All right. So, yeah. We have our pellet stove. We're working on the kitchen. I got into a car accident. I'm getting a truck. Hey, if they ship it to my house, you come here and you come hang out for the weekend. We will have wine and dogs and baby goats, okay? You can laugh at my drywall job in the other room. Got into an accident. So with the truck, I can finally, because I can't go pick up, you'll make me drywall your room. Yes, that is a great idea. Great idea. Hey, I will pay you. Okay. Hey, you know what? We'll get a bunch of people up here. We'll have a drywall party. For those that don't know, Rochelle and her husband, Randy, they run a drywall company. Rick can bring the food. Rick brings excellent food. I'm just going to say that right now. Rick over at Welcome to My Cape Cod Life brings excellent food. I don't know if any of my Facebook people are here, but hello if you're watching. Let's see. So the thing with having the SUV is I couldn't fit the 16-foot cattle panels in it. I can fit 8-footers in there, but they don't sell those at the Tractor Supplies around me. So I'd have to get them, and they're expensive. So I'd have to save up a whole bunch of money, and then I would have had to have rented a truck to bring them home. But now, since I'll have a truck, I can just grab a cattle panel here and there. Oh, hello, Elaine! Hello. Elaine is my cousin. That's what I call her and Sean my cousins, because they are my cousin's dad's nephew and his wife. And they're just awesome people. And it turned out that they live near me in New Hampshire. So we've been trading back plants back and forth all summer. And it's been pretty awesome. And it's really great to have some family nearby, which, yay. I mean, by nearby, we're talking like 40 minutes. But when I was doing my show of Into the Woods, I did another show. I was Jack's mother in Into the Woods. And they lived literally 2 minutes from the theater. So I would just pop by on my way to rehearsal. And we would trade plants and look at her chickens. And that was really cool. I'm missing you guys already. I haven't seen you since November. Not cool. Really? They didn't when I looked. Oh, well. But now I can get the 16-foot panels. So that's better. Better for my pocketbook. Yeah, so now I'll be able to just pick one up here and there as I come back from work, and I'll be able to use those to fence the back acre. So we'll actually get the goats down the back acre. Hello, Hestia's Garden Homestead in Mexico. Hello, how have you been? I missed you guys. I'm going to do some more regular lives. I am going to be making tons of videos. I've got a bunch of things planned, as far as the garden goes, because having this truck is going to just open up so many possibilities. I can finally get from my friend's backyard my original garden from my little apartment where I started this whole channel. All the wood and the garden corners and the cattle panels are still in the backyard at my friend Sarah and Chris's house. So I'll have a truck. I can load these up. I can drive them on up, and I can set up my garden finally. So I should have for the garden this year at least 4 by 10 beds. And we'll set them up lengthwise. So I'll have 2 sets of cattle panel trellises. So I'll have 20 feet each side. So 40 feet of growing space of cattle panel trellis and a 4 by 12 bed. And yeah, Hestia, I will catch up. I feel really bad because I haven't watched a ton of YouTube in a while, and so I need to catch up and see how everybody's doing. So yeah, I can finally go and pick up that and set up the garden. I'm working on tree seedlings. I've got a video coming up about that because it's taken a little bit too long to get them set up. But I don't think that'll have too much effect. They'll have plenty of time to cold stratify still. It's only the beginning of January, and they're going to end up staying buried till Elaine, you guys have ducks too? Oh, you have a little pekin. Pekins are cute. Pekin ducks are cute. Yeah, so I can finally get the garden. I can get all the cattle panels for the back. I can fill my bed up with clean fill and no longer have a giant pond that forms in my driveway every time we have a good rain or snow melt. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, my back really hurts too. After I was in a car accident last month, and it's still pretty ouchy. Let's see. The truck will help me get to more goat shows. There's all sorts of things that I can do now that I have a truck, and it's just going to be amazing. I have a whole list of things. It's going to be great. And then let's see, another update. Goats. The goats. All 4 mamas are pregnant, as far as I know. We haven't done an ultrasound to confirm for Honey or Sugar yet because the car accident, so I couldn't transport them. If I do get into a truck this week, I'll take them down to Chanel Homestead, and they're going to be like 75 days pregnant. But if I get the truck, we'll go and we'll try and take a look and see if we can figure out how many. They may be too big in there to really tell, but we'll at least be able to confirm that there are babies in there, so that'll be nice. We're going to have, at current count, Corey, we ultrasounded her, and she's got definitely 1, possibly 2. We think we saw a second one, but not entirely sure. We couldn't confirm that it was moving. It might have been kind of deep in there. So we're just going to expect 1 and be really happy if it turns out to be 2. And I'm really, really crossing my fingers for a doe. So, actually, I want them just to all have does. All of them can have does. That would be perfect. It's not going to happen, but, you know. Then Holly is carrying 3. So we have confirmed we should expect 4. And then I kind of wonder if Honey is carrying multiples because she just hit, 65, 66 days, something like that. She's a little over. I'll have to do the math. I gotta look at my countdown, which I can't do because it's on my phone here, but she's getting close on 70 days, and she's already got a pretty decent baby bump going. And I mean, the thing with goats is they can look very pregnant all the time. Their bellies kind of expand and contract because on the left side is their rumen, and it fills up with food and it kind of pushes everything out. But that right side is generally where you see the babies. That's where the baby bump goes. And this baby bump is not going down. Like the right side will come, it'll go out and it'll come down. It'll go out and come down as they have full bellies and digest all their food. She's got a bump, and so I wonder if she's, I don't know. I wonder if she could be carrying quads, but I don't know. Hey, I look like I could be carrying multiples too, Rochelle. I mean, yeah. After having 4 babies of my own, this belly is, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to hopefully get to ultrasound sugar and honey by next week. I don't know. Fingers crossed. And hopefully I'm going to say we're going to end up with 8 to 10 babies. It all depends on how many those other 2 have in there. So we'll say we've got 4 right now, and we could have 5 or 6 coming from the others. And so there's going to be lots of little babies bouncing around. I am purchasing 1 doeling from a bloodline that I'm really excited about, that I've really wanted in the herd. But she's not coming till April. And that's if the mom even has a girl, because last time I did this and I tried to get I tried to get a doe from this line. The mom had 3 bucklings. Hooga Homestead! Hello, Hooga! I'm so excited. All my old friends are showing up. It's awesome. Bob and Brad, 2 most famous physical therapists on the internet. Rochelle does a lot of yoga from YouTube. All right. Okay. We're going to start talking seeds. So I was going to do a video on this forever and ever ago, is because I got my M.I. Gardner grab bag, and I've opened the bag now so that it's open and I can just reach in. You don't have to see me struggling with the bag. I never actually did my video. I never actually opened this up to see what I got in my M.I. Gardner grab bag. So we're going to do that now. And we're going to see what I got. But then we're going to talk about seeds. Haha. And plans. What do we got? Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Danish ballhead cabbage. It's cool. I want to try some cabbage this year. I am happy with this. I am happy with this. The bloody butcher corn. This stuff is so cool looking. I have this, and I have glass gem, and I think I have a blue corn. Can't remember. I'll have to check my stash, but the bloody butcher corn. This is so cool. Rhubarb Swiss chard. I have some of that already, but that's okay. Mung beans. I can do some neat Chinese food with those. That'll be fun. I almost kind of want to grow these, save the seed, and grow a ton more, but then again, I can just buy more seeds. That would probably be better. Let's see. Oh, I just twisted my wrist in the wrong way. Oh, it hurts. Oh my God. See what I'm physical therapy after that accident. Shogun turnips. Shogun turnips. I don't know, but they look pretty cool. I love turnips to go into stews and things like that. Oh, you can't. What seeds do you need? Because I'm pretty sure that I and friends that I have can help with that. Maybe. Caraway seeds. Somebody tell me what to do with that. Caraway seeds. I feel like I know what this is, and I just can't think of. Yeah. What would be a riot? What am I missing? Can I please dress up as Helena Bonham Carter when I plant that? I probably could. I mean, I did dress up as Bellatrix Lestrange way, way long ago for a. Oh, you're not allowed to have those seeds at all. That's sad. Way long ago at a Harry Potter book release. Long, long ago. And I was Bellatrix Lestrange with my hair all up and. Hey, Rebecca from Touch by Yarn. Oh, and we got Faithfully Fit Kitchen. Hello. Oh, this looks fun. I got tomatoes. They're in rye and they're good for upset stomachs. Interesting. Oh, Enola Holmes is a fantastic movie, or both movies. I kind of hope they make a third. I love Millie Bobby Brown, and just the Enola Holmes movies are amazing. I love Helena Bonham Carter in basically everything she ever does. Okay, we got tomatoes. We got the Gobstopper cherry tomato. That's neat. It's green, but they're like red tinged. So it's an early yellow variety with green flesh. Cool. They're like a large cherry. Wapsipic. Hold on a second. Wapsipinicon. This tomato. It's another big yellow tomato. One of the best yellow tomatoes in the world. Luke's not holding back on that, huh? Good. Perfect for anyone who thinks they don't like tomatoes. Oh, I got a melon. This is a Haogan melon. That's neat. Oh, it's a fairly short growing season, like 85 days. That could be good. Oh yeah, I have Kellogg's breakfast tomato seeds already in my collection. Triticale. Is this a wheat or something? Oh, okay, it's a grain. Triticale. Triticale. I'm usually way better at pronouncing things, but so this is a grain. This grain has more protein than rye or wheat, a must-have for the modern homesteader, perfect for those that looking to grow their own grains to grind their own flour for baking. Interesting. And this is a really full seed packet too. Like sometimes you get like these melon seeds, there's, just a few in here. There's 30. There's 500 seeds in here. So this could grow a decent patch of grain. I'm going to do this. Heather! It's Heather Lynn. Hello, Heather. How are you? Yeah, so there's a decent amount here. Reaping the wheat and then threshing it and winnowing it. That is a process I really want to do, as tedious and time consuming and labor intensive as that is. But I think we all know I'm crazy. So, that's what I'm going to do here. Let's see. What else do I got? Ruby red leaf lettuce. This is a delicious lettuce. So I'm really excited that I got sent more of these. Hey, it's the Baroque Cowgirl. Hey, Gwen. Hello. Yay. Gwen is the only person I know who's ever had their Nigerian dwarf goat have 7 babies at once. Actually, I know of another YouTuber who did, but I don't know her. No, wait a minute. Gwen. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm feeling really bad, but Baroque Cowgirl, why did I think your name was Carla? I'm sorry. Whoops. Yeah. Her goat a couple of years ago had 7 at one time. I don't think they all made it though. I think there's only been one instance that we know of. Yeah. Um. So who is Carla then? Why do I have that name in my head? It's not Huga Homestead. She's CB. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gwen. But yeah, this lettuce is really good. Yeah, her goat had 7. It was crazy. I really hope I never have 7 because it's just bananas. I know. Well, she labored so quietly. This isn't. Oh, giant Prague celery. I've never actually grown celery. And so I would like to try that at some point. I don't think it'll be this year because right now I just want to focus in getting my basics in, but that's nice to have for maybe next year. White Wonder cucumber. That looks neat. I think I'll be growing some of that. Um, green stripe cushaw squash. I know I said Gwen, but in my head I questioned it, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't her name Carla? But no, it's not. Um, so this a winter squash, a summer squash. It doesn't really say. It's a very short growing days to maturity, so I'm going to guess that this is a summer squash. But it looks really cool. And snowball cauliflower. That's neat. That's another thing that I would like to grow, but again, this Kershaw. Well, this one it's spelled differently. That's probably backwards. No, you can read that. It says Cushaw, not Kershaw. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see if I grow it and it's got a hard flesh and all of that, then grows in summer but stores well. Well, good, because I do want to grow a lot of winter squashes next year. So yeah, the queue is weird. Yes. Yeah, one zucchini plant can be enough, but it depends on how much you like to eat zucchini. I like to plant 5, and I'm the only one in the house who will eat it. So I'll plant like 3 green zucchini and 2 yellow, and I usually end up inundated and having plenty. Um, well, that's cool. I got a bunch of new seeds to go through, and then I've got, because I didn't grow a garden really last year at all, aside from a few tomatoes. I've got, this is my uh, grab bag from last year that's got spinaches and pretty eggplants. Uh, yeah, butterfly spinach. Inchiardi tomatoes. This is a nice paste tomato. Some more squashes. Stinging nettles I got as like a spare, but male flowers, no fruit. Ugh, that's never fun. Black magic kale. Oh, I gotta plant that. Um, cantaloupes, winter spinach. Oh, you want to see a really cool seed? I threw these in here last year just to have them put away. This is the I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but the Kickerdegi Oyali squash. I mean, watermelon, rather. Sorry. These seeds are really neat because they look like you could have crocheted them. They're like textured and just really, really cool looking, funky looking seed. Yeah, but I just love these seeds, and I'm excited to try and I don't know how many watermelons I'm really going to try to grow this year. I may just plant a couple of these and hoard the rest. And then I have from the Experimental Farm Network. It looks like a slice of Toblerone. I have these. There's only a few. These are San Bernardino blue beans, and it's hard to tell, but these beans are actually like a navy to sapphire blue. Oh, they would make some really pretty earrings. Ooh, if I was gonna make jewelry, that would be a really great one to do. Okay. I'm gonna have to organize these seeds now. I haven't opened these up since I put them in there. It's been a couple of years. Like, okay, just saying. These are stuffed full and they're all tomatoes. So I've got a stack this thick of tomato seeds. So right now I'm just trying to think. I want to plan out my garden. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Makes me want to say bad words in the garden. Stinging nettles. Yeah, the only reason I would consider planting the stinging nettles would be down where the goats are going to graze, because they're actually really good for the goats. But then again, I don't want them to spread around and end up stepping on them. So I'm unsure if I'm going to plant those here or if I save them for when I move to a much larger property where they're not going to spread like crazy all over the place. Let's see. Plant them in the compost pile. The only time you got squash that grew from the compost. Everything grows best from the compost pile. It's awesome. Let's see. You can't have too many tomato seeds. That is very true. Garlic and cilantro. Yum. Yeah, to make flowers and produce fruit, phosphorus is definitely what you want to go for. If you need big leafy growth, nitrogen. If you need flowers, phosphorus. If you need roots, potassium. It's a pretty awesome little system. Okay. Let me go through. So this year, I want to stick to the basics. Just getting my garden up and growing, and then I can spread from there. So I definitely need some tomatoes. And I also have to put away all of these tomatoes that are in here. All right. Let's see. Let's talk about tomatoes. I'm already sitting here with a pile of seeds and going, ah! Okay, those two are tomatoes. And I think that's it. That's all the tomatoes. That's all the tomatoes. Oh, my sugar pud seeds. These came from Joe. You know, oh God, I haven't done a Sunday fun day with Joe in forever. If you want Berkeley tie-dye, I have them. All right, let's see. All right, we'll put these in there. So now those are stored. I got to think about, let's see, I've got Romas, Sweeties. I hate these, actually. Really, there hasn't been a Sunday fun day, not a thing anymore. See how behind I am? I've got Rochelle's favorites. Brad's Atomic Grape. Generation Cherokee Purple. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's see. How am I going to keep the deer from nibbling at my veggie garden? Dogs. Big dogs. Oh, that's the other fun thing that unless you follow me on Facebook, you might not know. So I have my first livestock guardian dog. Her name is Astrid. She is just a little over a year old. She turned 1 last month. We've got, let's see, she is 3/4 Anatolian Shepherd, 1/4 Great Pyrenees, and she's outside with the goats and chickens right now. Normally, I don't leave her outside yet at night. I haven't really, I started her in the house. There's a couple different ways to start a livestock guardian dog. I started her in the house, but she is outside right now because we have had problems the last couple of weeks with a mink. And yeah, I've lost a few chickens. Sad announcement, I'm gonna have to tell Morgan, is that we lost the rooster he gave me, the American breast rooster, Barry White. Yeah, he died in a valiant fight with the mink, which he lost. And the other night, it took out my Buff Orpington and my Plymouth Blue. And it's gone after my Cornish Cross girl a couple of times. Yeah, I have a Cornish Cross that I let her live. She's 10 months old and she's gigantic. The only reason that she hasn't succumbed to the mink yet is that because a mink kills by, like, they grab them by the neck and then they shake them and to snap the neck, and then I guess they drain the blood and they eat the brain. Well, Nugget weighs close to 20 pounds, so that mink ain't shaking nothing. So she's had a couple of bites that I've had to treat, but she's still going. Yeah, so none of the chickens would go into the coop today. They refused. I've tried, I've looked all over. I've shored up everything that I can think of. I don't know how it's getting in. And I've got to have a heart trap out there baited with cat food and one of the dead chickens. And I don't know if I will be able to catch it tonight or what, but all the chickens, they would not go into the coop. And the goat barn isn't secure from a mink because there isn't need to. It can't, there's nothing it can do. Well, tonight in the goat barn are all the chickens and the goats and Astrid. And she's finally, learned that chickens are for her to protect. They are not for her to play with. She went through her, her puppy stage. Yeah, so she's a camera. I don't have the money to spare right now for a camera, unfortunately. But yeah, Astrid's in the goat barn, and if that thing comes in, it's either going to have to run away really fast or it's going to be really dead, because she does not. The reason that I've been able to save a couple of chickens from the mink is because Mia and Astrid, being in my room, they alert to the slightest sound coming from that chicken coop. So as soon as they hear a chicken, like, they are immediately barking and growling and like clawing to go outside because they want to go after it. I mean, she's a pug beagle mix. So that, pugs are, they were ratters, and beagles like to chase things. And so she wants to get at that mink just as much as Astrid does. And if she had longer hair, I'd let her stay out there too, because she would mess it up. Put it that way. Huh, Mia? She's got her head in my lap here, and she's just hanging out. She's such an old lady now. She's almost 12. My sweet girl. But yeah, she would want to mess that mink up pretty well. But Astrid's out there, all 80-something pounds of her. So Astrid was the runt of the litter, but she's definitely caught up. But the cool thing is that not only do we have Astrid, we're actually getting her littermate brother Boulder in, I don't know, about maybe another month or so. I'm not entirely sure exactly when he's coming, but he went to a pet home when all the pups went off to out into the world. He went to a pet home, and he just was not working out. The person who bought him, she did not understand how differently the brains of livestock guardian dogs work to your typical pet dog. She didn't understand the needs of the breed, and that's putting it very nicely. She claimed he had all sorts of aggression issues, and yeah, Dexter would probably take a run at it. Claimed that he had all sorts of aggression issues and resource guarding. And since the breeder has taken him back, it's been a month now, and he hasn't shown any of that. Like, she can feed him around the other dogs, she can treat him around the other dogs, and he doesn't even blink or look twice. Now, she understands, though, that sometimes it can take several weeks for a dog to acclimate to new surroundings and get comfortable enough to show those behaviors. So she's keeping him for quite a while to make sure that he's really as safe as she thinks he is. She's also training him to being outside all the time, and training him with her chickens and her livestock. So when he comes here, he's going to be trained and ready to go as a livestock guardian. And so he and his sister Astrid are going to be buddies, I'm hoping. Astrid loves other dogs, and so does he. So I don't think they're going to have any issues. But when the breeder picked him up, he was skinny as a rail. So she was definitely not feeding him enough. So, if he was showing some resource guarding over food, I can't blame him. He was starving. And then after the breeder took him back, she tried claiming that the breeder had him euthanized, because she wanted to be able to tell people, oh, I don't have the dog anymore because he was aggressive, and the breeder took him, and she had him put down because he's not fixable. Well, he's just fine. He's just fine. He's just skinny as heck because he was neglected and he was not properly handled or trained. So, I got the call before she even got to the woman to pick him up, saying, hey, you've done so wonderfully for Astrid. Could you be a safe landing for Boulder? So you have, because livestock guardian dogs, they work best in pairs, especially male-female pairs. So we're going to get Boulder eventually. And so I'll have 2 livestock guardian dogs. Didn't even have to pay for the second one. And he's all trained and raised and woohoo. So, yeah. Astrid is outside doing her job as a livestock guardian tonight. And I feel pretty excited about that. And hopefully either she keeps the mink away or she makes the mink go away permanently. Yeah. Okay, back to seeds. Let's see. We've got all my tomatoes here. What do I want to grow this year? Oh, this is a pretty one. Pink jazz. Look at those stripes. This year, I want to focus on the basics, though. And I want a good slicing tomato. I want a lot of, just for snacks. I want a lot of paste tomatoes because next fall I want to can a lot. Ooh, maybe I'll grow these. The Hungarian heart tomato. That's like a nice 1 pound tomato. Maybe I'll grow that. Here we go. Okay, so Elaine said maybe she'll get some Berkeley tie-dyes. I have both the Berkeley tie-dye green and the Berkeley tie-dye pink. So, Elaine, I got you. I will start you some tomatoes. Yellow pear tomatoes. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah. Oh, black cherry tomatoes. Okay, actually, here's what I want to do with my cherry tomatoes this year. I want to grow a whole bunch of different colored cherry tomatoes, like the black cherry, Tigerella, Super Snow White, the red Super Sweet 100, like a whole bunch of different colors of ones, and then make a really cool looking multicolored like cherry tomato salad. That's all I want to do. I'm just pulling out the cool ones. Oh, talk about stripy. That's solar flare. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay. I love the name of this. It's stripy and cool looking, but it's also hollow like a pepper, and it's called Get Stuffed. I want to grow those. I won't grow them this year. I'll skip and I'll wait for another time. But I want to make taco tomatoes, basically like taco filling stuffed inside a tomato, topped with cheese. The Black Beauty. This is an always grow for me. It's delicious. Paul Robeson's I've always wanted to try. Let's see. This is one of my favorites. This is Gold Medal. This is really tasty. Valencia Sheboygan. It's a stuffing. It's a paste tomato. I've got some Amish paste. What are these? Ooh, these are my pink brandy wine that I saved. Those were some of the biggest, most delicious tomatoes. I've got some pink ox hearts. There's my super sweet 100s. Are there any seeds left in this? Is this empty? Feels like it's empty. It's empty. I'll pick it up later. Some early girl hybrid. All right. Okay. That's not everything that I've got in that one packet, but those were the really fun ones. Okay. Maybe I should divide these into like my red tomatoes and then all my fun stripy ones in another. But okay. These are every single one of these came from M.I. Gardner. Yeah. Let's see. Watermelon beefsteak. It's huge. Can't forget the Dr. White cheese. Let's see. Ooh, this is good. Chocolate stripes. More paste tomatoes. Classic mortgage lifter. Oh, there they are. The Kellogg's breakfast. Vintage wine. Gotta try that. I tried to grow them one year, and that was when my garden got like way overgrown, and I had way more than I had time to harvest because I was doing 2 musicals and a full-time job and real estate. Oh, I'm actually going back into real estate. I have a listing coming on in May. Hooray! These are neat. Black from Tula. That's a cool looking tomato. Oh, okay. Somebody said something about blueberries. Oh, blue chocolate cherry. I don't have blue chocolate cherry, but I do have blueberries tomatoes. I've got purple bumblebees. Let's see. The 42-day tomato. Oh, this is neat. These are neat. This is the mushroom basket. I grew those once. They're really neat. Blush, Jersey Devil. There's so many here. I can't just sit here and go and show you like every single tomato I've got. It would be a long day. Gwen just wants enough tomatoes to eat fresh. Canned 70 quarts and 45 pints of juice. Nice. My plan this year is to grow a few for slicing, a bunch for canning, like slicing and fresh eating, a bunch for canning, and then a bunch of cherry tomatoes just for snacking. I really do want to get to canning this year. I have a water bath canner. I'm a little nervous about pressure canning, but I'll get myself a pressure canner. You only got one. I grew mushroom basket and they grew really well for me. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, what is in this one? This looks like green leafy things. Yep, I got a bunch of different kinds of Swiss chard. Broccolis, like 4 different kinds of broccolis. Some cabbage. Ooh, bok choy. I'm growing a lot of bok choy. Cabbage, mustards. Let me pop this extra spinach in here. Oh no, some of these are open. They're falling. Let's see. Kale, the spinach. Giant winter spinach. This one you plant a month before your last frost. Wow. Grown in spring and fall for nearly 2 to 3 weeks longer production than traditional spinach varieties. We're going to test that theory. Let's see. Do I have any other? There we go. More leafy greens. Will this even close now? All right. Leafy greens. More leafy greens. We got kales. Lots of spinach. Lettuces. Lots and lots and lots of lettuce. Where's that ruby red? Haha. I haven't done an actual garden in so long. I am beyond excited to get to do this year. Another thing I'm doing is tree seedlings. I've got walnuts. Elaine knows all about those because they came from her neighbor's yard. So I've got walnuts and chestnuts and oak trees that are all cold stratifying. And I will plant them in air pruning beds in the spring, and then I'll be able to sell in the fall. I'll be able to sell bare root trees. Let's see. Oh no, whatever this is. They're falling out. Oh, they're honey nut seeds. I can't lose those. No. It's the problem with when you have all these open seeds, open seed packets. Let's see. This one just says random squash, maybe angel hair. Elaine was dreaming of walnuts for days. Let's see. Yeah, these are seeds we saved from a honey nut. It was an F2 generation. It grew near a lot of, it was the one honey nut plant, the one honey nut squash that actually grew, but it was surrounded by angel hair and regular spaghetti squashes. So this could be cross-pollinated. I don't know, but I thought it would be fun to grow it anyway and see what comes. Angel hair squash, I'll show you in a minute once I get these sorted. Squash, 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 squash. Okay. Angel hair is it's spaghetti squash. And it is my favorite spaghetti squash because they are small. Oh no. Do I not have any more angel hair? I may have to go find it. Ooh, delicata squash. I want to grow that this year. I think delicata you can eat while it's still soft as a summer squash, but it's technically a winter squash for long storage. So I really would like to grow that. These are actual honey nut seeds. Never heard of what? Quarter century. I haven't heard of that one. Oh, here it is. Here they are. So, angel hair it's spaghetti squash, but it's small. It's like this big. You know, they sit in your hand. It's like a personal sized squash because nobody else in my house eats them. It's really prolific, so it will grow just all the way up and over the 16-foot trellis, and it will put on several fruit, and you can grow a ton of them. And one is good for a person for a meal, or like you can split one between two people for a side. What's in this one? Okay, this is beets and beans in here. Oh, and apparently some onions. Oh, okay, this must be... Oh, no beans. That's a beet. Okay, this must be root crops in here. Because I have beets, onions. Probably none of these onion seeds are good. The thing with alliums is that they're really only good till next year. Spaghetti squash is what grew from your compost. So probably I'll plant a bunch of these onions, but probably none of them will grow. We got some black Spanish radishes, a bunch of different kinds of radishes, daikons, and kohlrabis. That's not a root crop. Rutabagas, carrots. Okay. So aside from that, that's all root crops. I should probably put my turnips in there. Turnips and let's see. Yeah, I'll throw my turnips in. Good night, Hessia's Garden. See you later. Thanks for popping in. All right. Let's see. That's the squash. We did that. Okay, we're getting into the summer crops. I've got a couple different kinds of okra, peppers. Okay, so this year I'm going to have fun with the peppers because I love sweet peppers. Not so much a hot pepper person. But, oh, there's my eggplants. My Rosa Bianca. This eggplant is delicious. It's my favorite. See, I've got Rosa Bianca, Black Beauty, Casper. And then where's that new eggplant that I got in my grab bag? These are really pretty too. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I've got Loot Shower and Alba Paprika peppers. Ah, yeah, here we go. Ooh, I do. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, I've got shishito peppers. I don't have to go out and buy them. I thought I might have to, but I do not. So I've got a few different colors of peppers, and I'm going to grow them all just because they're going to be pretty. But you've got the typical green, the green. I've got Sunbright Yellow, Purple Beauty, and Coral Bell. And I have a red pepper somewhere. That emerald green is one that just stays green. And then I have some Hungarian peppers here and the shishitos. Those are going to be awesome. Ooh, variegated pepper leaves. Ooh, I'm a sucker for anything variegated. I've got to get new shampoo ginger because I left mine behind at my parents' house and it just did not come back without me. Oops, I should have put that back in there. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is all herbs. So sage, cress, thyme, parsley, oregano, marjoram, lavender, chicory. Oh, chicory I'm growing for the goats. Blue spice basil, bee balm. Heck yeah. There are seeds in here I didn't even know I owned. Cilantro, coriander, same thing. Basil. Okay, so I got a decent amount of there's a variegated sage and I want it. Eventually I will have it. Let's see, did I have any herbs here that need to go in there? I don't think so. And the stinging nettle can go in there. We'll put the stinging nettle in there. Yeah, as you notice, there's really no hot peppers in there. There was a Hungarian hot pepper for paprika, but yeah. Okay, what is in this one? Oh, beans. Okay, we got jade beans, scarlet runners, Kentucky wonders, Cherokee Trouble Tears, Royal Burn. Okay, we got all the beans. I'll put the mung beans in there. We're getting all sorted. Ooh. I have so much space for growing. I'm just like spoiled for choice at this point. Okay, so this has got to be melons and cucumbers. Yes. All right, so we'll put these beans need to go in there. I only have 4 of those beans left, so they are going to be those San Bernardino blue beans. So I'm going to be watching them very, very closely. Make sure that I save all those seeds. We've got cucumbers. What is this? Oh, it's a straight A. Okay. I'm going to do the Armenian yardlongs. That's going to be neat. Let's see. Oh, we got, hey, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Hello, hello, hello. We got Shawnee Grows. Hello. Of course, Kajari melons. I'm growing Kajari melons this year, and this year I'm going to get some. I'm gonna plant them on time, and I'm actually going to get them because I've been wanting them forever, and I always plant too late. Or the one year I planted on, no, it was still late, but they got shaded out by all the squash, and yeah. I'm gonna do some cantaloupe. We got the hearts of gold. Tigger melons. Look at them. They're so cute. small little melons, not the big giant ones. I've got a variety of cucumbers here, nothing special. Like we got straight eights, Boston pickling. I got cucamelons. The market Moors are my steady Eddie, pretty much. They grow very well here. And my Kekerdegi Oyali melons, the crochet melon. That's what I'm going to call them. I'm just going to call them the crochet melon. Then I've got these new ones from there. The White Wonder. So I have never successfully grown a melon, but that's not that's totally user error because I have not planted them on time. So this year I'm on a mission. I am on a mission. Turned out to be a canary melon. Ooh. Oh, I got a Rockford cantaloupe. I'm gonna pop that in there. Do. This is all flowers. The only melons Rochelle has grown are the one on her chest. Let's see. Various marigolds, and a lot of these are saved seed. What is this? Oh, this is also marigold. I have 1,000,000,001 marigolds. Actually, this entire container is marigolds. Yeah, that entire container is marigolds. I don't grow a lot of flowers, but now that I have, I'm kind of like spoiled with the amount of space that I have. I can grow just about anything. Let's see. Oh, okay. Ground cherries. I would like to get those. Maybe it's just this pack of seeds, but I've never successfully been able to get one to germinate. So I think I just need different seeds. Celery. I'll pop the giant seed. I've got some bicolored corn. Ooh, yep, here's the glass gem that I was talking about. And I've got some peas. Oh no, Rochelle was growing a really big marigold this year. Or so she thought. And it turned out to be ragweed. Oh, never good. Never good. I have so much goldenrod on my property. It's everywhere. Let's see. What do I have here? What is going on there? Okay, anyway. Have lots of, let's see, I've got a lot of sunflowers, petunias, hollyhocks, nasturtiums, lots of marigolds, cosmos, snapdragon. Oh, I got lots of pretty things. I know people say that the morning glories take over, but you know what? I think they're pretty. So there are certain areas that I am totally fine with them taking over. It's got to be better than the multiflora rose and the bittersweet that's already here. And then, what do I have back in here? Let's see, I got some more herbs. I got some, oh, this is just a random full of random things. I've got, let's see, tomatoes, parsley, Swiss chard, cabbage, eggplants, beans. Oh, these are pretty beans. These are French horticultural long potted shelling beans, but they are really pretty. French horticultural long pods. They're pink. That's so cool. Yeah, I was told once you get the ground cherries planted, you will never have to plant them again because they'll self seed everywhere. Cylinder beets, lettuce leaf, basil, sugar plum tomato. Oh, I didn't even. Oh, I got some rainbow carrots, and oh, I have a moon and stars melons. Nifty. Yeah, I know, I know. Here's the thing: I eat all those shelling beans just as fresh eating beans before they get big. So they're all snap beans to me. And then I guess I'm in trouble because I've discovered at the end of this box I have 2 empty ones, which means I can fill these with seeds. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta adjust my poor back. All right, so I sent out my code to a couple of people earlier. 1 second. Hold on, I gotta let my kiddo know. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I sent out a link to a couple of friends to come and join me. But you know what? If some of my other friends, like Indiana Backyard Gardener or Gwen over at Baroque Cowgirl, somebody want to pop up, I will post it in the comments. Let me see. Here we go. We're gonna do this. Let's see if I can get that to pop up. Oh no. Okay, maybe not. I can't. I don't have the link anymore. Okay. All right. I don't have the link copied anymore. So we'll just go with what we've got. Oh, I have a sleepy puppy here. And a sleepy kitty. Ugh. Let's see. All right, let me take a look here. Go back in chat. Oh no, looks like you need more seeds. I saw the seeds out at Home Depot the other day and I was just looking at them like, I want these and I want these and I want these. And then I put them all back because, I mean, is this not enough seeds to start a garden with already? Like, come on. So, you know. Let me double check this. And Huh. Yep. See, this is how much that Facebook really, really does not like links to outside websites. So let me do something really quick. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, apparently Facebook did not like that I was sharing a YouTube link, and they just didn't show people. It's had like almost no visibility at all on that post and then when I posted about my live stream yesterday, it got plenty of visibility. Like, let me take a look at that. Yeah, that reached like 2,000 people. And this post for tonight's live stream went to 7. All right, Facebook. Anyway, so nobody's here from, I don't think, really from Facebook. So, oh, apparently Rochelle's got a, oh, hey, we got a guest. We got a guest. Here we go. All right, are you ready, guest? You give me the thumbs up. Here we go.
Hey, Danny.
Rochelle, you're sideways. Hello, Rick. This is my friend Rick from Cape Cod. He's welcome to my Cape Cod life.
Right.
Oh, there. Okay, Rochelle's trying to orient herself.
It's all that yoga.
Right. Downward dog and all that fun. Yeah, now I've got a sideways lamp. All right, Rochelle, I'm hiding the basement, so just say something in chat when you're when you're ready, so I can see the screen. All right, let me pop that back up so I can. I have the chat going on my iPad, so that way I can see all the chat over here. Refresh going through the list, found on accident, going through what list?
Yeah, I can't see the chat from my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in StreamYard, I have it here on the side, but it's just easier to see like big picture over here.
Okay.
So there we go. All right, so we'll wait for Rochelle.
Rachel.
I was talking to my friend Rachel in Colorado.
Fair enough.
I'm so now with my brain, but yeah, she's still bopping around in the basement. Oh, she gave a thumbs up. Okay, ready? Here we go. And now the crazy start.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, we have you.
Oh, I gotta turn the TV down. I forgot. I'm watching you on the TV.
Oops.
And now I see you on the TV. Oh, it's really.
Oh yeah, we don't need to have an echo, have feedback. Nicole was going to join us, but she's just not up for it after a very long day of work. So.
Oh no. Well, I look like I've had a very long day of work. I've had a rough day. It's been good now, but it's been yeah. Now I don't know if I'm using. Okay, so I got this. The problem is this fancy setup I got for Christmas, and it's got this handle, and it's got the light, and then it's got this microphone, but apparently I can't do it vertically.
Yeah. Weird.
So, I don't know which microphone's working. I don't know if the microphone, because I have my earbud in, because when I use this microphone, it goes into the output thing.
Yeah, you're a little scratchy, but we can understand you pretty clearly.
Is it this one here? I'm just going to tap it. Are you hearing that?
No.
Okay, so then it's not you're hearing.
Okay. Oh, you just muted yourself. Oh no, there you are. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. All right, so we have my friend Rick. Hey, I pointed the It's not backwards. Why is that not backwards? Anyway, we have Rick from Welcome to My Cape Cod Life. We have Rochelle from Brampton Gardner up in Canada. And yay, it's our little Northeast posse.
There you go.
Oh.
Hi, Rochelle.
Okay, I'm trying that. Is that better?
It's about the same, but you're fine.
I don't think my microphone's working. It's this earbud, so I don't know how to choose the microphone.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. So it must just be going through my earbud.
Okay. Oh.
I wanted to try my new thing.
Huh?
I wanted to try out my new microphone.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess I'd have to.
All right,
well.
Elaine's going to bed.
Good night, Elaine.
Good night.
Bye. And just say that's not Auntie Elaine. But it's my cousin Elaine.
Cousin Elaine.
My cousin. Cousin. So my cousin's cousin. Not a blood relation, but close enough to be family. So we'll go with that. Yeah. All right. So I know Rick is already he's still harvesting stuff. Hey, Joy of the Garden. Hello.
Hey, Joy of the Garden.
Happy New Year. Oh, I may have to readjust here. And okay, hold on. I'm going to readjust camera. Why don't you, Rick, tell us about the stuff you're still harvesting in January from a garden in New England.
Yesterday I picked some kale.
Better situated.
I do still have a few radishes left, and I'm trying to wait for a Napa cabbage. It's not growing very fast. The collards I harvested for Thanksgiving is starting to come back, but it grows so slowly at this time of the year. It's a little light and it's cold. Yeah, that kale was under snow like last week, and yesterday I harvested it.
Is that Dexter?
Little Dexter.
That's enough.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say, he's got a pretty deep bark for being a pug.
Oh, he says thank you. Dexter, come.
There we go. All right. Okay, this is way better for my back.
I still have lettuce. Like the outer leaves are kind of droopy, but I don't think I'll be able to harvest much. But I should come back next spring.
Oh, wow.
Depending on how cold it gets for the rest of the winter.
He does.
I mean, I wonder if you made a little hoop house and covered it with some greenhouse plastic.
I do have some frost fabric, and I might do a low tunnel. I have some beets that didn't do much, but there's not too much out there, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with that.
Yeah. No, next winter I definitely
start focusing on next year now.
Yep. Yeah, next winter I'd like to experiment and see how long I can keep a bunch of kale going, because I love kale chips.
Oh, yum! Yeah.
I very much love kale. Hold on.
So do I.
My throat's getting a little dry.
All warm and toasty now.
Yes, it is. How warm is it in here? It is 66. Hooray! And I haven't had to lug a single stick of firewood since Tuesday morning. So
whole 2 days.
Oh yeah, two and a half days of not having to lug firewood multiple times a day. I just have to.
You get snow today?
Yeah, we had 5 inches.
Oh yeah, Rochelle got snow.
Yeah, yuck.
I wasn't expecting that much. I got up this morning with just very light dusting, and then they're like, "You're gonna get snow today on the news." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And we're sitting here, and all of a sudden it was snow globe. You couldn't even see out the window.
Oh wow!
And by noon we had 5 inches. Yeah, it really came down fast. Dexter was looking out the window crap. I should have pooped sooner.
It's so weird because usually I get your weather a day later so even though Rochelle is in Canada and I'm in the United States, you can draw a line from Rochelle straight across and hit Warner, New Hampshire, which is where I am.
Oh, wow.
So we're on pretty much the same latitude.
Yeah.
And then so the weather comes across and I usually get whatever she gets like the next day. But
And now they're talking about an Arctic vortex next week.
Yeah, that's
we're
really
dropping
going to
down.
test the pellet stove.
Right?
So the thing that happens in my house, because I need to get up and insulate underneath this thing, the floors, when it gets to be single digits, get so cold that it's painful to walk on.
Oh, ouch.
So whenever we get to single digits, the line of water coming into my toilet tank freezes.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So thankfully, like the bathtub and all of that keeps running. And it's not even like it's on an exterior wall. It's several feet into the house, but it's down at the floor, so it freezes there. So now I'm going to keep a space heater there.
No, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to get underneath and insulate it really well. But when it gets to be single digits, we have that, and so we just we keep a big bucket in the tub. So, we still have functional systems here.
Yep.
That's the thing about this place, is that you just have to find a lot of workarounds. But slowly but surely, we're shoring up those workarounds. I'll get under there this summer, and I'll just encase the whole thing probably in like 3-inch foam board.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that should do it. That should seal it up really well and insulate those floors and not have that issue. The next thing I've got to do is in sections. In sections, because that's the only way to afford it. I'm going to get rid of this paneling, re-insulate the section, put up drywall, and then just slowly over time re-insulate the whole thing. Dexter! He's like, what the heck? Hey, Mia. Mia's just like,
yeah.
My goodness.
He's a sweetie boy.
Yeah.
I've got the Mia. Mia. Look at that sweet girl.
My heating blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a little heating pad here, all snuggled up.
Our ducks would get along. They would have so much fun.
I know, they would have so much fun playing. Oh my goodness. He would probably drive her crazy.
Oh, for sure.
She's getting a little grouchy in her old age now.
Aren't we all?
Amen.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust this thing so it settles in there. Oh, there we go. I'd like this tripod thing, but I have to try and use it sideways. Apparently not made for vertical mounting. Okay. Unless, I don't know, maybe there's a different way to do it. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, am I talking too loud in your ear?
He's annoyed. Oh yeah, Heather's talking about how it was gusty today.
Oh god,
so windy. And that's actually a big test of this pellet stove too, because when the wind kicks up here, the really poor insulation makes it really hard to heat this place, and the fact that it's kept it as so nice and warm, it makes me very, very happy.
Yeah.
On low, like throughout the house, like just a small fan on the floor, really will help to kind of move the air around as well.
On the floor, I was thinking of putting them up in the, like at the top of the hall, like
if you have them. Well, if you have like ceiling fans, yeah. But even if you don't have those, if you just have even just some fans that you can just kind of set around the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up setting up a fan in the doorways of each of the bedrooms to try and blow the heat in. So actually, Arrow, her door is still closed and she's still using the space heater because she doesn't like to have the animals in her room. So what I'm doing, I'm going to use some of the spare hardware cloth I have. Actually, that stuff is too precious. I need that for the chicken coop. I need that for chicken. I'll just run out and get some screen. I'll get a roll of screen, but I'm going to use like some 1x3s and a couple of hinges and some screen. And I'm going to make her a screen door for the bedroom. So she can have the door open and the heat to come in and the animals can't get in her room.
Right. Because I was going to say that the cats you could just use like a doggy door.
The cat.
I mean, like a gate.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, the dogs are easy. The cats are sneaky. So
you should look for like an old, like a storm door.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, it's a really narrow door, so it wouldn't really fit a traditional door. That's the thing with the mobile home is everything is
right.
I've actually because the way this hallway is set up, the bathroom door, if it's open, it blocks the entire hallway into my room. So I can't open the door for the bathroom to get heat if I want my bedroom to have heat because it blocks it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of plywood and some 1x3s and I'm going to build myself a barn door. And so then I can just use that for the bathroom. So I can have it open, let the heat go into the bathroom and the heat can go in my bedroom all at the same time. Yeah. I need a new door for my bedroom anyway, but I don't think I'm going to bother because if I close my door, I mean, maybe in in springtime when it warms up and I want the AC on in my room, then I'll make a new door. But for now, it's just always open. And I've got like a little. It actually used to be part of a baby crib, but I'm using that as a gate because Astrid can't jump over it.
Oh, there you go.
And she's still in that stage. This is the one thing about Astrid that drives me totally nuts is she tears up every single blanket and pillow that she can get her teeth around. So I can't let her into my room when I'm not home or else she will destroy my entire bed. And I'll have no blankets or pillows.
Oh, no. Yeah.
There is constantly fluff all around the house that I'm always picking up. So
Dexter used to do that with his doggy beds. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to bother anymore with that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I had that Kong dog bed I got for him when I came home and he was inside it? He got inside the dog bed, he ripped a hole in it and climbed in, and then he got stuck and just inside the thing.
Oh my God, he's such a character.
He is.
So funny. Ugh. Okay, Adrian, what are you making for dinner?
What am I making for dinner?
No, Adrian, she says she's figuring out dinner.
Oh.
We had ham, and my brain was not functioning today. So Randy took a ham out of the freezer and put it in the sous vide, which is like our favorite way to do ham now. It's so easy, especially if you buy like the spiral hams that are already like cryo packed.
Yep.
And then you can just take it from the freezer, they're on sale, and throw it in the sous vide. And then whenever you want to eat, you just pull it out, glaze it, and throw it under the broiler for like 10 minutes. So
that's
nice.
awesome.
Easy.
I need one of those. I need one of those.
Yeah, I want to learn more about sous vide. Like I do a lot of things in the kitchen, but I haven't tackled that yet.
Mm-hmm. Randy does everything in the sous vide. He even did the turkey a couple weeks ago. He wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it tasted really good, but he didn't like the texture as much. But he did a steak, roast, prime rib. Oh, I don't know what he does it at. Like
that's going to be amazing.
And then I just throw it in the cast iron skillet with some butter and sear it, and then I make a nice sauce.
Talking my language.
Perfect.
Heck yeah.
It's a great way to do, especially like a tougher roast. And he'll put it in for 24, 36, 48 hours, whatever. And it's so tender. Oh, wow. Tender will only take a few hours. And then you just pull it out, sear it, and make a pan sauce. So good. And the best part is, he does it.
Love that.
There you go.
because yeah, a friend of ours, he gets some chicken, but it's like a whole chicken but cut up already in just pieces, and so he'll just throw a bunch of seasoning in it because we use seasoning, and puts it in a sous vide, and then when we're ready for it, we just throw it in the air fryer and crisp it up, and oh, it is fantastic. So yeah, so
Cool.
I do sides for a lot of meals, and so this morning he's like, "Yeah, put the ham in," and I'm like, "Okay, great," and then I realized we don't have any potatoes because his friends, they all decided to do ribs last week. And I don't know, they were having like a rib fest. And so the one guy was like, "Oh, he wants potato salad with it." And I said, "Well, I'm not making potato salad because I already made mashed potatoes twice this week and I made hash browns and roasted potatoes. I'm sick of potatoes." So he brought him the leftover bag of potatoes to make his potato salad with. And I forgot about that, thinking I still had half a bag of potatoes.
I've been on a
And
weird potato kick
no,
lately.
yeah, with the 5 inches of snow, I was just like, nope. So Sydney made a box of mac and cheese. That was our meal.
Oh
Um,
man.
it was in my brain. It was just a really, really, really stressful day, but it turned out good. So thank God. I was been stressing out for months about today's event. So it happened.
Actually, I
Everything's
might
good.
go
It was
do
a
that
salad,
now.
but it looked like a mess. But
I might go
it
throw a
was really
couple of
good.
potatoes in the oven. Potato
I
dinner.
love potatoes. I was like, well, and the thing was, is we weren't eating it, right? So it was Saturday. I had made a homemade prime rib Virginia soup because we had the rib off the prime rib from the previous 2 days, and so there was a little bit of meat on it. So that morning, I had thrown it in the instant pot. I made a lovely bone broth with it, and then I
Nice.
had sliced up 5 gazillion onions, and so I was making a really nice prime rib French onion soup, and I did have a little bit of bread with some cheese and everything. It was absolutely fantastic. And then he comes in and is like, "Oh, I'm going to do some ribs because all the guys decided they were going to come over that night and do ribs." I'm like, "Well, I've spent all morning making this, so I am not going to make that potato salad for y'all. I'm sorry." Because I wasn't even invited to the rib fest. So I'm like, "Well,
Oh,
he wants
that's
potatoes."
rude.
So
Sorry, I don't know what happened
it was,
there.
I know you
it was just all
disappeared.
good.
That was very weird. I don't know what happened. Anyway.
So that was what happened to my potatoes. And so then I thought, "Oh, well, I can make it some." Oh, sorry.
Bye, Dex. Bye, Dex.
There's a train. And he's gone. Yeah.
All
I didn't want
right.
to have to do this about you outside right now. It's too cold. We don't have the doggy door open.
So, what are you guys most excited for growing this year?
Well, of course, tomatoes, but that's like a given.
I think I'm excited about the everything, but I haven't had a fresh vine ripened tomato since I had my garden in 2021.
Oh, wow.
Because in 2022 I grew tomatoes and stuff like that in my dad's backyard, but he doesn't let them stay on the vine and ripen. He likes to pull them before they, like when they start to blush.
Oh my God, I remember that. I was so mad.
No.
I was ready to start sending your dad an email.
Yes. Oh my.
Sometimes I will do that because if I don't, the critters will start munching on them.
Yeah, I mean that was his reasoning. That was his reasoning, and it's a sound reason, but like,
leave a couple, Matt.
Yeah, leave a couple.
Especially when they're not your tomatoes.
Well, it was his backyard and it was his garden space, so you got to give him some leeway. Heather can't wait for fresh strawberries. Well, God knows she's going to have enough of them.
Oh my God, the strawberry queen.
Whole yard. The strawberries went wild.
Strawberry shortcake.
Oh, Heather Lynn's, you got them from her before, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I may have to go back and get more.
Oh, rescue her, yeah. Yeah, my strawberries are looking really good. I mean, there's actually a lot of them are still green. So Have to
Yeah, I should
mulch
have
them
a few
soon.
strawberries from the ones I planted last year. Want to get some blueberry bushes.
You know,
I got to
2
figure out where
years
they're
ago I
going first.
planted 2, and I'm still waiting for blueberries. It's not doing really well. Well, one's doing well, the other one not so much. But I have these very invasive English ivies, so I got to go clean them out again.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the plant started like 2 houses down and has engulfed the neighborhood.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I should
like,
bring my goats down.
oh yeah.
Free food.
We got
Carolyn's excited about greens.
greens,
Oh.
yeah.
I remember that. I mean, I'm just thinking back to that first really big garden I grew in 2021 before I had to take it down and move. And that carpet of densely sown, like intensively planted greens, all the lettuce.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't wait to do that again. The high intensity planting for
So
all my lettuce greens.
my spring lettuce that I do in the green stock, and it just like produces and produces and produces. But then in the garden, like when I put summer stuff, I'll do like head lettuce. So in the spring, I have a lot of lettuce.
Yeah. No, I just want a big bunch of cut and come again. I love salads, but I don't typically eat salads because, like, if I can't go out and pick it fresh, because those bagged salad, like bagged greens, ugh, they're slimy and wilted and just gross. And even if you get them fresh from the store, they're fresh, hopefully, but only for a day or two.
It's not the same. And I'm considering. I just don't want to use grow lights like all winter long because I was considering planting some lettuce down in the basement, but I decided not to. I'll be growing seedlings quick enough.
Yeah. I'd like to see about that. So there's an area on the property that I found this fall when everything started to die back. I found like this depression in the ground and all these stones.
Oh yeah.
And it was full. And then I got in there and I looked closer. It's actually the foundation of the house that used to be here. It's the basement. So it's dug down into the ground, and it's got three walls of stone. Like, I don't know. I didn't look closely enough to see if it was cinder blocks or what, but so 3 stone walls dug down into the ground, and then one wall is just so it's up high, and then it slopes down to meet level ground. Because the area where I'm going to plant the orchard is kind of up, if you remember, and then you come slightly downhill. So it's built into that.
Oh, wow.
So I was thinking it's filled with garbage, but now that I have a truck, now that I'm going to have a truck,
right,
I can throw all that in the bed and take it down to the transfer station. And I'm thinking of building trusses and a roof of like corrugated, like plexiglass or corrugated plastic, and making it a greenhouse / almost like a wallapini, so like a greenhouse dug into the ground. And that would be really great for seed starting and winter growing.
Yeah. And then possibly also for a root cellar, but I don't know, the sunlight might.
Yeah, I was thinking root cellar too at first, but
I don't think it's like far enough. I'd have to, for a root cellar, I'd have to put earth up and over it to insulate it.
Yeah. All right. Greenhouse it is.
I did consider digging in. I did consider, once I clear all the brush and everything, digging into the hill to make a root cellar. That would be a really cool project. But that should be a fairly easy greenhouse space.
Yeah. You don't have enough on your list.
Huh?
Because you don't have enough on your list.
I know, that dang list.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not a this year project. Oh my God. I know it's a really long list. Also, I decided yesterday that I'm getting my real estate license back.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, well, my friend kept asking me, she's like, "Hey, are you still a realtor? Are you still, are you licensed? Like, you going to renew your license?" And then she's like, "I'm going to sell my house in May." She's like, "I mean, if you want to recommend someone, but like, I'd really love for you to sell it." And so I'm like, "Well, let me see." I was just checking in yesterday and I'm like, let me go see what it would take. Do I have to take the course again? Do I have to take a class again? Do I have to take the test? I do not have to take the test. I do not have to take the class.
Wow.
Within 2 years of your license lapsing, because I just let it run out on my birthday last year. So it's only been lapsed for about 6 months. So because I'm still in this window, all I have to do is my 12 hours of continuing ed that I would have had to do anyway to renew it, and then I just go pay my license fee, and I'm reinstated. So that'll be super easy.
Back in Massachusetts?
I'll be Massachusetts licensed, and then depending on how much I want to really get into it, I may go ahead and get New Hampshire licensed. I probably should because I'm here. So I'm going to see about setting up a meeting with the Keller Williams office in Concord and talking to them about it.
Yeah.
So, but at least I'll come on with a listing, and that listing will pay a decent commission.
Nice.
And Carolyn's like, you got to do a 5-year plan with a spreadsheet and a to-do list. And I want to make a vision board. I'm going to do a YouTube video on making my farm life plan vision board for the next 5 years. Yep. So, because it's fun, because I get to print out a bunch of pictures and just dream big and go, boom, here's what we're going to do.
There you go.
Actually,
you gonna put that greenhouse thing you posted me, or was that a chicken coop or a shed with the painting on it, the butterfly?
The what?
The picture you sent me today, was that a butterfly? It was a shed.
Oh, was that today or with the moon on it?
Yeah.
Chicken coop. That was a chicken coop. That was so pretty. That was so pretty. Yes, that's gonna go on the vision board. Definitely. I'll have to show you. Well, I'll do a video making my vision board, and we'll talk about that. But I got so many fun videos that I've got to do coming up, because I'm gonna do part of looking through my seeds tonight and thinking about what I'm planting was partially for a video on things to grow to beat inflation.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to do three sections. Shush. I saw that smile. Rochelle. Are we getting to that portion of the night already?
I've been there for a while.
Right. We live there. We know. I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. So one is super, super fast growing things. So food you can grow with a quick turnaround. Things that grow really prolifically, like your zucchinis and cherry tomatoes, things like that you just like grow insane amounts of. And then things that are really expensive in stores, but that you can grow really easy at home. So I figure that would be good info for people. We're going to do a video on the ultrasounds for sugar and honey, as long as we get down there. I'm going to do a video on the color predictions for all the babies. Oh, Carolyn, great idea. So 4 sections. Perennials, things that just keep coming back once you plant them. That's a really good investment plants for sure.
Absolutely.
And actually, I'm going to be able to show some of that stuff, like the chestnuts and the walnuts and stuff like that. I was joking with my kids, but not really joking, is that walnuts are going to be my retirement plan. Okay, so a 1 acre stand of mature walnut is like $100,000 today.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long does it take to
when
mature?
I eventually move to a larger property, I'd like to plant like a few acres of intermixed oak, maple, chestnut, walnut. And then so in my retirement, I've got a 30-year-old walnut tree. And I'll be like, okay, I could use 50 grand. Hey, loggers, do you want to come down and take down a few of my walnuts? Because they're really good
That's
for
awesome. As long as you don't want to grow anything around them.
Huh? Oh yeah, well,
as long as you don't want to grow anything around them. Yeah.
The chestnuts and the hickories and all the oaks and all that, they grow fine. There's actually a lot that grows well under walnuts that you can make pretty.
Really?
Hydrangeas actually grow them in a ring around. They grow well around walnuts. Yes, there's like strawberries. They come back. Yes, they do. And then you get a billion free plants.
Dexter wants to know if he can show you his new trick.
What?
Dexter wants to know if he can show you his new trick.
I don't know that I understood that.
Oh, new something.
Oh, I said Dexter wants to know if he can show you his new trick.
New trick? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Over here. Yeah. You guys are down. Ready? Okay. Calm. I'm ready. Chin. Oh. See when the camera. Ready? Ready? Chin.
Oh, he's so cute.
And
oh my goodness. He's so cute. What is okay, so Indiana Backyard Gardener. Okay. I am forgetting everybody's names. Is it Adriana? Rochelle, you know everybody's names?
Yeah, Adrian.
Adrian. I was close.
You're
okay, so
close.
Adrian's asking, what's the must-grow thing for this year for everyone? I need my fresh tomatoes.
I have been
definitely tomatoes, okra.
Okra.
Cucumbers.
I've been so stressed out that I haven't even been able to think about. I haven't even looked at my seeds. I haven't been able to think about my seeds. I don't know what's going on next. Like
well, at least you got like one major piece of the puzzle today.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough road for a while, but yeah, it's at least that's
it was a good first step.
Yeah, but yeah. So hopefully,
as my kids,
I'll be thinking about the garden. I have the big greenhouse now, right? So
yes,
I'm gonna have to rethink things because now I can get stuff larger, right? I can grow, and I'm like, well, last year I was thinking I was gonna grow less, but grow them on bigger. And now I'm thinking I don't have to cut back. I can just grow them all on bigger. So we'll see. We'll see what gets changed and what gets done.
Oh yeah, Carolyn's saying Egyptian onions. I got some Egyptian walking onions in the fall. Yeah, I got some Egyptian walking onions in the fall, and hopefully they survive the winter. I planted them out in the bed, and then the cold hit. But they were pretty established in that little pot, so I think they'll be okay.
I had them, but then they walked away. They just died out.
I mean, they do kind of wander.
Is that okay without that light? It's right in my eyes. It's so obnoxious.
If not, I can get more from Elaine and my cousin there in the spring.
Cousin. I can't remember where I got them originally. They were in the old garden, which is like a horrible spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of cuttings from her. I gave her some of my rhubarb.
Oh, nice.
And in the spring, I'm gonna get some comfrey and elderberry from her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that'll be nice.
Debate about comfrey lately.
What?
That aren't toxic.
You were both talking at the same time, and I couldn't understand either of you.
All right. First you, Rochelle.
No, it's okay. I think my earbud's kind of starting to freak out. Hold on. I was just gonna let me know what perennial seeds you need that aren't toxic to goats. So I was gonna send you the foxgloves, but I think you said, or is it the lupins?
I think either one or both of those is bad for goats.
Or yeah, you're gonna have to give me I'll have to look up a goat approved perennial list.
Heather, I will bring you rhubarb. I have a 6 by 6 foot patch of rhubarb that's been growing here. I will dig one up for you when they start coming up in spring. And Rick is like me. Okay, I will give you both some rhubarb. I'll dig you out a couple of good sized ones, and I will give them to you. It is very delicious. I love that. So somebody local, because I didn't have time or a functioning enough kitchen to do anything with the rhubarb this year. But a local woman was asking in our community Facebook group, she's like, hey, does anybody have some rhubarb? Like I'd like to get, have some, if anybody has some going spare, and I'll trade you back a couple of pies. Can I help you figure out where to put it? Yeah, sure. It doesn't wander far. It just stays kind of where it is, and it might grow a couple next to it. But yeah, I'd put it in a corner somewhere and just let it go. Yeah, so I gave her, she thought I was going to give her like a handful of stalks. I gave her an armload. And so she's like, okay, well, I got plenty to freeze and to put back. So and that didn't even make a dent in the amount of rhubarb that I have. I could make crazy amounts of like strawberry rhubarb jam if I had enough strawberries.
You two need to get together.
Huh? Oh yeah, me and Heather. Yeah, Heather and I just need to get together with her big bushels of strawberries and all my rhubarb and can some delicious food. But yeah, the lady came back a week later with 3 frozen strawberry rhubarb pies.
Oh, sweet.
And it was very delicious. Awesome. Yeah. So actually, I think next year, this year rather, I'll do some with it. But actually, I think I'm going to pick quite a lot of it. And we have in town, we have a couple of covered bridges in town, which is very cute. But by the covered bridge downtown, we have a stand where everybody in town brings their extras. So there's a cooler for eggs, there's different bushels and bins, and people bring their tomatoes, their potatoes, their squash, their zucchini, eggs. Sometimes there'll be jars of milk. They'll be like, hey, I put a few glass jars of milk in the cooler. I just return the jar. And so, they'll just, yeah. So that's been pretty cool. So it's a really neat thing. So anybody who needs it can just go and get food. So I think I'll take a ton of my rhubarb and I'll just go put it in one of the bushels because I'm not doing anything with most of it. Contribute back a little bit.
Make strawberry rhubarb crisp. It was so good.
Oh yeah, strawberry rhubarb is one of my favorite things. I haven't made jam, but I make a lot of strawberry rhubarb crumble.
It's that's what my mom would do. So good.
I like a crumble better than a pie.
Me too. Me too. I'm not a huge pie crust person. I would much rather a crispy, crumbly, crispy top.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With ice cream.
Oh, and it's all the oozy goodness. Oh.
Oozy goodness.
We like
maybe
syrup.
I'll make some turnovers.
Big batch of rhubarb syrup. And it's really good with sparkling water.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, your gin. Your rhubarb gin.
Oh, my sister-in-law makes rhubarb relish, and it's pretty good.
Oh.
Lisa, Yogi Hollow Farm makes a rhubarb barbecue sauce. She said it's amazing. The only reason she'll grow it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she sent me I think I have the recipe somewhere. She has it on her page somewhere.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll ask her about that when the rhubarb gets up. Oh, it'll be so good. Yeah, Heather, I will get you some rhubarb, and Rick.
And mine grows by the fence up at the top of the hill where nothing else grows. It's been there for probably a good 16 years. And when I read the conditions, it's like, oh, it needs sun, it needs sweat, it needs this, and that. It's exact opposite of what they say it needs, and it does just fine. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
and
worry too much about
rhubarb's
where it's
so
going.
hardy.
Yeah.
The one in the side yard of my parents' house. Now they bought. My grandparents bought that house in 1954. And my dad and his siblings, like my dad was 6 months old, but my dad and his siblings grew up snacking on like my grandmother would they'd give the kids a bag of sugar.
Yeah, we used to do
And,
that.
and some stalks, and everybody would get a stalk of rhubarb, and there was one communal bag of sugar, and she'd send she'd like, now go get out of here. And so off they'd go, dipping in their rhubarb and eating the rhubarb and sugar. And so that plant has been there for 70 years. I don't know if my grandmother actually planted it or if it was already there when they moved in, but the house was built in like 1934.
Right. I remember you doing a video on that. It was really
Yeah, I
nice
thought it was a
looking.
40-year-old rhubarb because my dad said it's been there as long as I've been here, but no, it had been there forever. I mean, I remember it being there when I was a kid. It's big, giant leaves. So I
Yeah.
assumed it was 40 years old. But no, it's been there since they were kids and maybe longer. And I don't think it's the original plant anymore, but, over the years.
Yeah, you can divide
Grown's
it and
Family Farm. Hello, nice to meet you.
hey.
I am in New Hampshire. So I'm in New Hampshire, and I grew up in Massachusetts. So I've done most of my gardening there. Rick here is from Cape Cod in Massachusetts, and
Nice.
then Brampton Gardner here is from Brampton, Ontario, near Toronto. Dehydrated it and made it a powder to add as seasoning. Ooh, that's good. There's so many things. You can take okra pods after you get all the seeds out. Like if you use the seeds. I figured out what went wrong with my okra pod couscous. I will try that again this year, and then I will film a new video fixing the mistake. I'm not going to say what the mistake was yet because I want to make sure that's actually it before I put it out there. But okra pod couscous, okra seed couscous is one thing. But the okra pods, if you dehydrate them and then turn them into a powder, you can use them as a thickener for stews. It's really tasty. Yeah, Arkansas is definitely a different growing season. Definitely a lot different.
Yeah, I'm a 5B. What are you now?
I'm kind of down in this little valley. So I think, when they changed, when I moved here, it said it was 5B, 5A, but I think where I was down in the valley, I might have been more of like a 5A microclimate. Then when they changed everything this last fall,
Yeah.
they changed all the growing zones, and so I think I'm 6A, 5B. But I grew up growing in 6B, 7A ish.
I'm 7A.
Yeah. 8B. See, that would be so nice.
Yeah, I grew up in Oregon.
You know what else you can do with okra if it gets overgrown and it's like, woody and inedible? Let it dry and then paint it and use them as Christmas decorations, little ornaments.
Yeah, they make stanches and whatnot.
They look really cute.
We have a pug ornament.
Hey, F.R. Humphrey, hello.
Hey, Felicia.
Felicia? I'm trying to remember everybody's names because it's been too long. Oh,
it's been a long time.
I haven't done a live stream. I mean, I've done a couple of like, hey, here's the baby chicks running around lives. That's what I've done. I haven't done a live stream since like last fall. It's been over a year.
Figure out why we haven't gone to bed.
Yeah. Oh God, it's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah. Wow. 2 hours and 15 minutes already on this live. Yes. And it doesn't feel like it's been that long. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh God, I can't wait. I'm gonna grow all the things. I say I'm gonna keep it to the basics, but I'm gonna end up growing like all the things.
Yeah, we say that every year.
There's so much space.
I usually start off with a plan. I'm like, oh, I can tuck something here and I can tuck something there.
Mm-hmm. Well, just the garden that I'm going to be bringing up from like my old garden, I'm going to be setting it up here. So I still have all the planks and all the garden corners and the cattle panels, so it's going to look just like the one back in 2021. And I'm probably going to grow that same way, like 2 beds of tomatoes, half a bed of peppers and eggplant, and then bed with the leafy greens. But I'm probably going to add a couple more beds to that so that I can grow more beans and yeah.
You got the space.
I don't think I'm going to bother this year with like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. I want to do potatoes, lots of squash. I want to grow a lot for winter storage. So I want to grow, yeah, I'll probably do more trellises. More trellises for squashes and melons and cucumbers. And now all I can think of when I think about trellises full of cucumbers is Alicia's time to make the pickles video. How that video does not have thousands upon thousands of views. You know what? I'm going to look it up. Okay.
That was the first one I ever saw of hers.
It was not the first, but it was really close.
I think you sent me the link. You're like, oh my God, you have to watch this. And I watched it. I was like, oh my God, she's hilarious.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Oh my goodness. If you have not, Lazy Pickles. Oh yeah, okay. It's the video is called Farm Wife Succumbs to Killer Pickle Harvest, a parody. And this video only has 317 views. And it should have thousands. Tens of thousands.
Posted in your Facebook group.
Huh? I have. I've posted it on my page. Facebook hates YouTube videos. And I don't know why this video doesn't have so many more views, because the time to make the pickles video cracks me up. And if I had any idea how to play it here on my live right now, I would.
And what's her channel name?
Country Mama Musings.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know her. You know her. If you see her, you'd know her.
I got to meet her this summer.
You what?
I got to meet Alicia this summer.
You did, you lucky, lucky girl.
That's right.
Oh my God, we had laughs. So
well, if I tried to visit Rochelle, I could. Either way, I'd have to get my Canadian passport. Pardon me.
Well, American passport.
Yeah.
or I'd have to get my passport so I can go into Canada. Yeah, sorry. I was in mid-sneeze and my brain stopped working for a second. Yeah, so I could get my passport, which I need to do anyway, but.
Me too, yeah.
And I could just drive straight across through upstate New York. If I wanted to take the long way around and go to like M.I. Gardner and all of that, which actually would still be shorter going Rochelle's way, because then I only have to go like 2 hours more west in an almost straight line, and boom, there's M.I. Gardner. I could come visit you, and we could go to M.I. Gardner's store as a day trip.
And buy a green stalk.
That's a long drive for a day.
Isn't it only a couple hours?
It's 5 hours to Windsor from here. I know he's north of there.
Okay. So I had that very wrong. Yeah, to get to Rochelle.
I'm north of there a bit. I'm like 2 or 3 hours north of London.
Okay. When I did this on GPS from my house in Massachusetts, it was like 9 hours to get to you. From where I am here, it's I think it's like 8. And then it's like another. Okay. Yeah. Why does it feel like that shouldn't be right though? It feels like that shouldn't be right because to get to the other side of Vermont, to get to the New York border is like an hour and a half. Why does it take 5 hours to cross the upper portion of New York State? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's pretty big.
I'm gonna have to GPS it again. But if I wanted to take the long way round and go down below the Great Lakes, I go through Ohio and I swing near Alicia's house on the way to M.I. Gardner. Yeah, that was the long walk for a short story there. Heather wants more green stalks. Felicia wants a green stalk. Well, I might be doing a green stalk giveaway. So I'm waiting to hear back from them to see if I know New York is huge, but the upstate portion is smaller. It feels like that shouldn't be like 7 hours. I don't know.
Well, then you got to go to
Niagara isn't where I think it is. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm working on something with Greenstock that I may become an affiliate. So because 2 years ago they told me that I was too small with 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. I was too small to be an affiliate. And they said you need to have like 10,000. And so I'm still 300 short of that, but 393,000 on Facebook. I mean, come on, they can't tell me no now.
I would say no. Yeah, I got turned down too, but that was before they were in Canada. Mm-hmm. I sent them a jiggy my bob, but they're like, yeah.
So, no, I like the green stalk. I would probably not use it the same way I was going to before. Now I would use it for herbs. Hey, Urban Gardener. Hello.
Hey, Enoch. How's it going?
Growing my rosemary and my green stalk is the first time I wintered it over, and it's still looking good. So that might be my second winter.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Love when it gets established.
I got time in it.
Yeah, it's tough to overwinter in the Northeast with rosemary, but
my friend has one that's the size of a sow, and she lives down the street. I'm like, this is the first time I've actually overwintered one winter. Hopefully, this winter it does well too. Mm-hmm. But it's close to the house, so I think it's just warmer there.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I'm probably. I loved the setup that Jess had in her old garden, where she had the little window greenhouse, and then she had a green stalk on either side of the front door.
That was so cute.
Of the door. It was really pretty. And I liked the idea of that. And then around the sides of the window greenhouse that I will eventually be building. Not this year.
No,
too much on the list. Too much on the list. Yeah, I'd like to eventually have that as like a kitchen / medicinal herb garden. So I thought that would be with like a lot of perennials. Just for the giggles, let's go through my list.
Oh Lord.
Okay, here's the goals. The craziness of the goals. Okay, just for the house. I've got to get all the base cabinets and the countertops replaced in the kitchen and paint them. Install the sink, run the plumbing from here all the way around over to the kitchen. Then I have a kitchen sink and I can get a dishwasher.
Oh yeah.
We're going to add washing machine hookups right here because I've already got the standpipe. I just need the water to go to it. Oh, Mia, are you moving? Are you moving? Well, if you're going to do that, you're going to move away from the, yeah. Then I have to demo the upper cabinets in the kitchen and replace those. And some of it's going to be open shelving and some of it will not. Let's see. I need to get all of the junk off the front porch that was left by the previous owners. And that's happy. I'm going to have a truck so I can load that all up and take it down to the transfer station. Then I got to power wash it, sand it, pull off the parts that got all chewed up by, I don't even know what. I don't even want to think. What was, yeah. I'm going to say it could have been rats, but it would be a really weird place for rats to be. I'll show you when I get the junk cleared, but they also had rabbits. Oh. So it could have been bunnies, like front porch bunnies. Makes sense. Bunnies
for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So I've got to clear and power wash the front porch, repair it, sand it, paint it, make it look pretty because it looks scary. I got to replace the front steps because the bottom step has kind of rotted out, and one of the railings rotted away and broke. So I got to do that. I got to finish putting flooring in the hallway. Finish painting my bedroom. It's been half painted for a year and a half. Finally put in all those windows because I thought I knew how to put in the windows and I thought I had seen enough to know how to put in the windows. I do not know how to put in windows. So I need to get some help for that. Replace the tub and shower because I love baths. I love them so much. I mean, you know, what would you do for a Klondike bar? There are lots of things I would do for a bath right now. Showers are great, but I need to soak in tub. So I got to replace the tub and shower, replace the bathroom cabinet and counter, build some bathroom shelving, and replace the bathroom floor. Not like the whole subfloor, but it's got peel and stick tile on plywood. And that's not good for a bathroom. That's really not good for a bathroom. Okay, so there's that. That's just the house. But that's not even touching the addition. Okay, farm goals. I've got to build 2 kidding stalls before the end of February in the addition. I also want to make it comfy for me to be able to sit out there and hang out. I got to fence the back acre for the goats, build a new chicken coop, and run maximum security because these stinky predators. I need to build a chicken tractor to grow out small batches of meat birds because I'm going to raise them I'm going to start hatching in probably April so that May and June I'll grow out chickens, have another hatch in the brooder, and then throughout the year, just little batches of processing the roosters, and that'll beef up my my laying flock again. So once I build the new chicken coop, then I can take down all the hardware cloth and everything from the current chicken coop, knock down the wall in between the two, and close in the chicken coop so that now I have, instead of an 8x10 goat barn, now I have a 8x20 goat barn.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
Lots more room for all those new babies, even though the babies aren't going to stay very long because most of them are going to get sold. So if we have 10 babies, 8 will be sold. I'm keeping 2.
Is that your final answer?
Huh?
Is that your final answer?
I may keep 3, but that's only in the case of the doeling that I'm expecting to buy.
Okay.
In case that falls through and she only has bucklings.
Got you.
So then I will keep 3. My original plan was to keep 3, but then there was the one I'm buying. So I'm like, oh, well, now I can only keep 2. So, and it's going to be so hard to pick if everyone has a doe. I think I definitely have to keep one from Holly because she's getting old. I mean, she's not getting old, but she's 7. So I'm only going to have a few kiddings from her. And her dam was a grand champion. One of the best barns in the country, Old Mountain Farm, just bought the full sibling to her sire for their breeding program. So it tells me I've got good lines here. Anyway.
Is she the one that was known for her knockers?
Huh?
Is she the one that's known for her knockers?
I mean, let's see. I have to build a special area and shelter for the dogs along with jump gates. I have to build a setup for turkeys because I'm getting from 44 degrees north homestead, I'm getting 4 or 5 bourbon red turkeys. And most of them will be for eating, but I'm going to keep whatever the best one is, either male or female. That one I'm going to keep, and then from somewhere else I'll buy the opposite sex, so I have a breeding pair. And then I'll just have a pair of turkeys. I got to build 5 raised beds. I got to build 3 air pruning beds for all the chestnut, walnut, willow, lilac, and chestnut seed, red oak seedlings.
So, what's a ear pruning bed?
Huh?
What's an ear pruning bed?
So an air pruning bed it's a raised bed built up off the ground, and underneath, instead of having a solid base, it's got hardware cloth.
No,
so
yeah.
Basically, it's so the trees, their roots grow in, and then they just kind of grow their own little root ball. So you can you can grow like 100 like first year seedlings, saplings in one small air pruning bed.
Okay. Thank you.
Watch those willows. They are insane. We have a neighbor who let just one of their small willows grow, and it's taller than the other neighbor's maple, and it's supposed to be a bush.
Oh wow!
And it's like crazy.
Well, I'm getting all of my my cuttings and all of that from a absolutely gigantic, like I have to put my arms out like this, and I can only get like around half the tree.
Oh wow!
Gigantic, like 100-something foot. Well, I don't know if it's 100, but it is really, really, really really tall.
Is it a weeping willow
giant white willow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is a gigantic white willow, and yeah. So I'm going to plant a couple here down by the river to help hold the bank, because I'm getting rid of a bunch of the choke cherries and other little things, but I need this to help hold the bank, and it'll help take up some of the water that comes in, because that it turns out that back area does flood a bit, but only in like early spring, when all the snow, when we get all the snow melt.
Right.
So if I have the willows back there, it'll help drink that up. And I want a bunch of them. Some I'm going to let grow, and then others I'm going to keep short. I'm just going to coppice them every year and just keep cutting them and keeping them short, because they'll just keep putting out new, I don't know, fronds, switches, whatever. New branches and new branches and new branches, and I can just keep cutting them, and it's really good for the goats.
Okay.
So it's like, it's, free food hack. I can actually lay in a ton of it for winter too. So there's that. Yeah, but I'm also going to sell the willow. I'm basically going to sell these all bare root. So chestnut, walnut, red oak, willow. I'll sell lilacs in the spring, just like, hey, it's lilac season. Here's your little $5 pot. Let's see. I also have to get a truck full of clean fill to fix that giant puddle in the driveway. Plant out the orchard with apple and pear trees. Plant blueberry bushes and raspberry canes, along with the comfrey and the elderberry. Animal goals. We're gonna get. Yeah, it is a great side hustle. Morgan from Goldshaw Farm makes videos on it, and he highly recommends it as a good side hustle. Great place to sell those nut trees, by the way, walnuts and oaks and the chestnuts. Oddly enough, deer hunters, because they'll plant groves, and it's, especially in places where you can't legally bait deer, but you can plant trees. So, yeah. So, he makes, God, how much he made several $1,000s from tree seedlings this year.
Big seller.
Yeah, big seller. And it takes almost no time. So that's what I'm going to get into. I'm getting an emerald green arborvitae.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to start, they're like the arborvitaes that grow up like 8 to 10 feet. I thought about getting the green giants too, but let's see how these little arborvitaes sell.
We have the giants. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like
So if I get one now, I can start cuttings this summer. Next year, I'll have arborvitae, plugs and all that. So there's that. Because who doesn't need a whole ton of arborvitae? I mean, so many people use them for like screening trees.
Right, we do. We must have
Michelle's like
20.
Right, exactly. They're not something that you go to a store and generally buy like one of. You're usually buying like 10. Let's see. So, animal goals. We're going to welcome Boulder, my new livestock guardian dog, and integrate him with Astrid. We're going to have an easy kidding for all 4 does because I said so. And nothing's going to go crazy. Nothing's going to go sideways. Nobody's going to get injured on the cusp of labor and cause all sorts of stress.
Right.
Because I said so. We're going to sell all the goat kids. All of them, except for 2 retained doelings. We're going to add turkeys for holiday meals and retain 1 for breeding. I'm going to add the doeling from that nice bloodline. That's it. Nope. That's it. Not getting pigs this year.
No.
Not getting ducks.
Okay.
We're going to have I forgot to put in that we're going to hatch all those chickens. But, I mean, I did say I was going to build the tractor for growing out the meat birds. But, farm products, tree seedlings, goat milk soap, dish scrubbies, melon and squash supports. And then I want to speak at a conference. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Melon supports. Got to support those melons, ladies.
Go to the thrift store. Never mind.
What?
You can find some used melon supports at the thrift store.
So I'm going to speak at a conference. I've already talked to Jack.
Good.
My talk is going to be titled "So You Want to Buy a Dairy Goat?" And I'm going to do a video actually on that topic. It's already written. I just have to make it, but I can't make it until the goat's kid because I need little bits. I need some B-roll of milking and birth and all of that. So that'll come out in late spring. About my 20. Huh?
But when do you get the mini jersey?
I don't have enough grass for cows. There will be no cattle here. As much as I want them, I want to raise some beef. Oh, nope, I forgot about one animal we're adding. I forgot about one. I'm getting an Angora goat.
Ooh.
Yes. Just one doe. So I have enough fiber to play with just for me. But when you breed Angoras to Nigerians, they have a really nice Kashgora fiber. Yeah, it's like an intermediate between Kashmir and Angora, and it's really nice. So wow. The Nigoras, they're trying to improve the breed with more milking lines, because Angoras aren't bad dairy goats. They're pretty decent, but they could be way better. And so when you breed them to a Nigerian from really good milk lines, you get a really nice dairy goat that's also good for meat and has fiber. It's like a Nigora is like the perfect homestead animal. Aside from the fact that it's a goat and ridiculous fencing needs and all that stuff of goats and all their mischief. But so I'm going to add an Angora next year, so that I also can breed Nigoras, and only I'll sell a couple of them. I'm not going to keep the kids. I just want the one doe.
Have you worked with fiber yet?
Huh?
Have you worked with fiber yet?
I haven't, but I've wanted to for a while. And my Auntie Elaine, if you guys remember her from coming on my live streams, my Auntie Elaine is a fiber pro.
Oh, good.
So she can show me all the things. And she wants me to get merino sheep, and I'm no. I am eventually getting sheep, but it's a long way off, because some people say you can keep goats and sheep together, but they have very different nutritional needs. Like goats need copper. Copper kills sheep. So I need a whole separate housing, and I just don't have the ability to do that now. So eventually I will have sheep, because I'd like lamb, and I'd like good night, Heather.
Good night, Heather.
If our Humphrey, she wants to learn how to spin. Me too. I like to crochet. I love to crochet, and I would love to be able to spin my own yarn and then make something that crazy satisfaction of growing something from seed, and then you harvest it and you process it and you cook it and you have this meal that is all 100% from your own garden. I want that, but with a hat. Not to mention, I'd also like some homegrown meat. I'd like lamb. So I'm gonna I've already settled on what I'm getting. Good night, Carolyn.
Good night, Carolyn.
I've already settled on what I'm getting because they're small. They're some of the smallest sheep, but they also have really nice fleece, and they're friendly, and they're good for me. They're good for meat. They're good for fleece, and they're freaking adorable. So it makes for good content too. I'm getting baby doll sheep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby dolls are amazingly adorable. Just ridiculous cuteness levels. But they're good meat, they're friendly, and that's the thing is I was looking for, okay, how big are these various kinds of sheep? Because I saw Dorpers and Katahdins and the St. Croix, and they're huge.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
like 150 pounds, 120 pounds, and I'm like, no.
I have a
'Cause
friend
I
who
originally,
raises sheep
huh?
for wool, and they're big.
Yeah, I thought I wanted Nubian goats when I was first like looking at goats until I saw a Nubian in real life, and it was looking me like in the eye at almost eye level, and I'm like, no, that is too big. I'm getting Nigerians. I am getting the little shrimpies. Because I can even Rebel is huge. He may be close to 100 pounds when he's fully. He's a little thin right now. Yeah, Rut got him very like he was so girls that he just used up all his energy, and so he lost some weight, but I'm putting it back on him now, and he's beefing up again. But he's almost 100 pounds. But even him I can muscle around. Any larger and I'm in trouble. So the thought of trying to wrestle 150-pound sheep was just not going to happen. Huh?
What about an alpaca if you want some yarn?
No alpacas. No alpacas. My friends are going to get alpacas, so if I want alpaca fleece, I can go do that. Yeah. So no alpacas, no cattle here. I will eventually get cattle when I move and have larger pastures and grass. They're just, I mean, technically I could have a mini highland. If you have half an acre of grass, you can have a mini highland. But what's the point of just one?
Right.
It's going to be lonely. It's going to be sad. So, yeah. And I think, but then the thought is if I go to a place where I've got acres and plenty of grass, why am I going to raise a miniature cow? I wouldn't want to breed them. I would, just get some, steers for grow outs. So, hi, Mimi. It's like, Mom. Okay, this might be my signal that to wrap this up in about 10 minutes because she's like, Mom.
Yeah, Dexter's already conked out. He gave up on me.
Oh, Dexter, you can't hang, huh?
Oh no, this is way past his bedtime. A lot of times if I'm down in the living room, he'll go and put himself in his room. He goes put himself to bed. And he barks at me to go upstairs because I'm making too much noise.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't finish getting through the list. Let's see. So I'm gonna speak at the conference. My thing is so you want to get a dairy goat. I'm going to yeah, I'm going to bring my goats to Homesteaders of New England as well and do a milking demo.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll bring one of
goats.
Huh?
I get to play with the goats.
Yeah, you get to come play with the goat. So I'm gonna do a milking demo, and so I'll bring one of my does, and I'll bring any kids that I still have to sell. So hopefully I will be leaving Homesteaders of New England with less goats than I came in with. As long as I haven't sold them all by then. Hopefully I've got them all sold by September because I don't want to take them through winter. Here's the thing. Any of the boys that I can't sell by like September, October, they're going in the freezer.
No.
Got to have a plan on how to get rid of the kids. And if I can't sell them into good homes, then I'm going to eat it. So, and the goal, the big, huge, scary stretch goal for 2025 is YouTube to 25,000 subscribers.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah. I've got to get into the consistency. I have to actually make the videos.
It helps.
God knows I've got enough content coming up this year to do it. So I've just got to get into that. Morgan and I are going to go out to lunch and we're going to talk YouTube business sponsorships. Sponsorships, affiliates,
That's awesome.
growth.
I love Morgan.
Yes, he's an amazing guy. He's a really, really fantastic person. So we're gonna talk about those things at some point because winter's slower and not not as much to do. So we're gonna, and he is going to come out in the spring sometime after the babies are all born. And I've got my my air pruning beds up, and he's gonna do a video for his channel at my farm.
Oh, that's awesome, Deanna.
Yeah, that could be the thing that jumps me to 20. Because I mean, Breaking New Roots with their little channel, any YouTube events, probably not. I mean, if I've really got things drilled down and I'm being consistent with posting videos and content, and I'm gaining some momentum, I may take my presentation for so you want to get a dairy goat and see if I can get on the stage at Homestead of America. That would be a big goal. But I need to get the consistency on my channel over this winter and early spring so that when they're starting to like flesh out their roster, that I'm ready and be like, okay, here's what I've got. So I need to get like the media part of it. I want to get a photographer up here to take, like, I need to get somebody like with a good camera up in a good sense of light and angles and all that up here, and go through the farm and take some really good pictures because I'm getting my website built out too.
Oh, nice.
So I want to have all my affiliates there, affiliates and brand deals there. I need my herd page for the goats, a shop on there for farm products and merch. I need to actually get merch rolling. So like I'm trying to branch out in a bunch of ways this year. But if I can get all that rolling by spring, then Homesteaders of America could be a big jump. I mean, I got a really big boost off of, Breaking New Roots was a small channel, like, 10,000 subscribers when they did that video. And let me take a look at it now because
that was such a good video.
That was, because I mean they're now at 28,000 subscribers, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their newer videos of their house and all that are getting like 2,000 to 3,000 views consistently, which is really nice. I'm glad. Like, looks amazing. I really want, actually, this summer, if I can, I'd like to take a trip to the Carolinas and go visit a bunch of my YouTube friends, like Jess.
That'd be lovely.
Apparently, we're friends now.
I know, right?
Anyway, like, I'm pretty sure if I told her I was going to be coming down, she'd be like, come to the farm. So we'll see, but I'm going to see like Lisa and Charlie at Homesteading and Hungry. And, it's all if I can swing it financially.
Right, yeah.
Which if I close this house, I could do that probably probably in the fall, honestly, when things start to slow down. Like, actually around Homesteaders of America, that would actually work really well. Since I'd be down 11 hours south anyway, I may as well go to the Carolinas first or after, something like that. But so I did that video with homesteading, with Breaking New Roots when they came here, and it is currently their 4th most viewed video with 175,000 views, which is insane.
That is insane.
And I think that's why Morgan wants to come down, because he's like, okay, on a small channel like that, it got crazy views. On a channel like his that has he's edging on 900,000 at the moment.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah. So doing a video here with the way, because he's an amazing storyteller.
He is.
So I have a feeling he would be able to really show it even better than Olivia and Paul did. So that would be probably a pretty big video for his channel, and it would give me probably quite a boost.
I would
You
think.
could see if you could find like a local YouTuber there that has a drone and just be like, hey, do you want to do a collab? And then have them come over.
Well, my friend Chris does have a drone. I do have some drone footage from when I moved in. It's not that great quality, so I could probably find. Okay, bye. Enjoy your pizza. Oh, I want pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have pizza. Do I have the
Adrian,
ingredients to make pizza?
I'll teach you how to sew.
Huh?
We'll do a collab. I'm telling Adrian, we'll do a collab. I'll teach you how to sew. We'll get that machine dusted off.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do some things. Do I have the ingredients to make pizza dough right now?
Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. It takes
Flour,
like
water,
an hour to rise.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for
you have to get it in the freezer?
Future days. Let's
You
see.
got
I've
yeast?
got flour. I've got salt. Oh, I don't have yeast.
You need yeast, yeah.
I need yeast. I don't have yeast.
I'll pick some up at work.
I was going to say, I've got honey. I've got salt. I've got flour. I've got oil. I've got cornstarch. Cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal, so it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Nope, but I don't have yeast.
Grab some yeast, man.
Yep.
I keep it in the freezer. I buy the big one and then I keep it in the freezer.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think 2025 could be a really big year and kind of like my bust out year on YouTube. I mean, Facebook, I think I've kind of gone as far as I can for the moment, but like, I think, and it's all going to be down to my consistency and keeping momentum going instead of like falling into pits of not posting for a month like I just did again.
Yeah.
I mean, car accident. I'm just claiming car accident right now.
Do that. Try not to do that, okay? Try not to do that, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even try to do this one. I was minding my own business. I was sitting still with my foot on the brake. I had the audacity to be on the road. What makes me mad is that if I hadn't accidentally taken a wrong turn a few minutes before and had to like turn around and go back, I wouldn't have gotten stuck by that truck being there and I would have just gone home. However, I'm also very glad that I was there because if my car wasn't there for that girl to hit, she would have hit the broad side of a tractor trailer and half of her Toyota Corolla would have gone under the truck. It would have continued going and the top half would not have.
Yeah.
So, and I know that because I've seen it. Yeah. I was a little kid and I lived on a main road. And one night at like 1 a.m., there was a convenience store across the street. And a delivery truck, tractor trailer, was pulling out and taking a left. And it was a drunk driver. And he, just, and half. I'm glad my mom held me back because I wanted to go be like, what happened? Ooh. And she's like, no, you're staying over here. Because I would have seen things. But yeah, half of the sedan went under the truck. Half of the sedan folded up like a tin can. And she'd be dead. That girl would be dead. So she hit my car, injured my wrist and my back, but not to an extent where I'm going to be in pain forever, I don't think. Physical therapy's helping. And I get a truck. And debt.
And
because I have to do a car
yay.
payment again.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh.
did you lose power?
No, my roommate's an idiot.
Hello, roommate. I'm hoping that the settlement for my injuries will cover the rest of the loan, so that I don't have a car payment. That would be really, really
That'd be
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
It'll take a few months for that to all come through, but somebody else leaving?
I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'm having trouble staying upright.
Yeah. All right. You know what? It is 10:30.
Yeah,
This was a 3-hour live stream.
Good God, girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you need to use the washroom.
I did miss these. I really did miss these.
Yeah, it's been
So,
fun.
all right. So we're going to start doing, yeah, I'm going to start doing a monthly live stream. I'll figure out a date, like a day of the week. It can't be the first Wednesday of the month because that's Morgan's lives, and I enjoy those too much.
I forgot.
I enjoy those too much, so we'll not be on that. But I don't know, maybe first Tuesday or Thursday. I don't want to do Friday because then like that's Lisa's time, and I don't remember anybody else's.
Thursdays is really busy now with Homestead Hangout. Thursdays are really busy with Homestead Hangout.
I don't even know what that is.
4 channels above.
Yeah,
you got Gillum's, and then you got My Wild Home, and then you've got the big channel, I can't think of the name, and then you have Gail and 9 Acre Place. I can't remember the other one.
Who are they? I don't even know if I know these people.
There's four channels that go live every Thursday night, one right after the other. It's called Homestead.
Oh.
Right? And then you have Lance Thomas Land Ranch is on. You have Shirley OG Gardner.
Oh, that's right. That's where everybody was tonight. They're on Bland's.
Goes every other. Yeah. So it's Thursdays are just a no-go. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do Tuesdays then. First Tuesday of the month.
I don't know what day it is this week.
Yeah, I don't want to do weekly. Weekly is just too much to commit to.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like how Morgan does his monthly. It's more of an event. It's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to do a monthly live.
Sounds good.
Stealing all of Morgan's ideas. All his tree seedlings. I have two large farm dogs. That's the thing is I think when he comes
Single white homesteader.
Yeah. I think when he does come down here, I think we are going to start off the video like, once we do like a little intro and all that. We can't start off a video on Goldshaw Farms without saying hello to the large fluffy farm dogs.
Oh, right.
I mean, I don't have large white farm dogs, but I have large fluffy farm dogs. So we can start off that, as a little bit of a joke, for his followers.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And then we go, and then go around the place from there. Did Rochelle drop, or did she say goodbye? I didn't hear her say goodbye.
I'm not sure. I think maybe I didn't hear. I think she might have been waving, but I thought somebody else was leaving. But she was saying she couldn't stay up. She was falling asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Rochelle.
Hey, Rochelle, if you are done and you're going to bed, just throw something in the chat so I know, because I don't want to sign off without you being able to say goodbye. So I'll hang for a few more minutes and see if she pops back up or says something. But I mean, chat's been pretty quiet for quite a while. We only have 6 people viewing. It's not like there's a whole lot of traffic out there, but I haven't done a live in forever. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll wait for you to come back. Oh, she's saying goodbye. Okay. Bye, Rochelle.
Bye, honey.
Yeah, I think it's time to call it a night.
Yeah, I gotta get going myself.
All right, so we'll have another one the first Tuesday in February.
Yeah,
Rochelle's like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm out. Yeah, she's out. I'm out. You're out. Everybody's gonna go to bed.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Danny. Thank you.